Everyone, it's Miss Brenner. I hope you're doing well and staying happy and healthy. This is going to be our week 4 agenda. Typically, I would ask that you go in order of the different activities in the folder. However, for these first two folders, this first folder is study prep for your test, and then this folder contains your test. So do not feel that you have to do these first two things first in the week. You can work on studying throughout the week and then take your test. Do not feel rushed. The study prep includes a discussion post, which I'll go over in just a minute, a Quizlet that goes over information from Acts 1 and 2 in Midsummer Night's Dream, Shakespeare terms, which is in a quizzes, and then a study guide. The study guide is worth 3 bonus points if you complete it prior to taking the test. So all of these things, you are welcome to do those first and then take the test right away, or if you need time to study, please take your time. All of these things are going to be on the test, so please keep that in mind. Alrighty, so once again, in the pink folder is where you find the test for Acts 1 and 2 of Midsummer Night's Dream. As far as this discussion post, it looks like this. You're going to create a diagram on a piece of paper with markers, pens, pencils, draw a diagram and upload a picture of the diagram that represents the characters' relationships and interactions with each other, including relationships positive and negative, love interests, fights, job titles, things of that nature in your picture. I included a picture from Game of Thrones that does pretty much this. It shows you the offspring of the relationship and explains what happens to the characters in a limited format. We're doing this for Act 1 and then Act 2. So you're going to draw 2 diagrams side by side and upload the picture of the diagrams that represent the characters' relationships and interactions with each other at the end of Act 2. Include new characters and relationship changes. How have the characters changed? So in your picture, you should have 2 diagrams, one from Act 1 and one from Act 2, demonstrating the changes in your diagram. You're then going to comment on one other student's diagram to discuss how the characters have changed and add any corrections to their diagram if needed, being very polite. So the characters' interactions are meant to be a little bit confusing and frustrating. We obviously can see that Aegeus has a problem with his daughter in the play, and you might not agree with Aegeus. So with that in mind, you might depict something in your diagram in a way that other people might not. So just be polite and try to understand that everybody may view the play slightly differently than each other. If there are major corrections, just point out to them, hey, actually those 2 people aren't in a relationship anymore, or hey, that character actually is named this, you messed up the names. Be polite to each other, but we all want to make sure that we are on the same page. And I will go through the comments as they come in and let you know if there's anything that you are missing. Alrighty, so back to the assignments for the week. In Activity 2's folder, we have Seasons of Glass and Iron. This is a short story that is in the fantasy genre. We're going to take a break from Midsummer Night's Dream just for a brief second, and we're going to read this short story. And in the story, you can interpret it in a variety of different ways. If you start reading the story and you feel uncomfortable, please let me know. I will find you another short story. The short story does have friendships that could be mistaken for romantic relationships. They don't have to be. The author alludes to that it could be, but they really don't have to be. It all depends upon your interpretation of the story. As far as Seasons of Glass and Iron, there is a worksheet that has questions that you would need to answer after you've completed reading the story or as you're reading. Alrighty, and then Activity 3 is Midsummer Night's Dream. We're going to pick back up with Act 3, Scene 1 and Act 3, Scene 2. If you are struggling with what the characters are saying, I do put in a link to No Fear Shakespeare as far as the translation. So that way you'll have an easier time being able, you could do split screen and have the translation next to the Ed puzzle and you'll be able to follow along. Just pause the Ed puzzle as you go through the pages in No Fear Shakespeare. And then our last activity is silent reading reflection. You should be reading for 30 minutes every day and then logging that in our silent reading tracking sheet at the top. That will be due at the end of week 5. So make sure that you are silently reading every day for 30 minutes. It should not be class content that you are reading as your silent reading option. It should be something outside of school-related content. As far as our discussion post, it is, what do you enjoy most about the author's writing style of your silent reading book? And then you're going to comment on one other student's discussion post about what they are currently reading. And those are all of our assignments for week 4. I want to remind you that you can check your grades on Schoology. It makes it a little bit easier for you to complete missing assignments in that way. It will be synced to Home Access, but it does take a couple hours for Home Access to update. And also, Home Access isn't going to link your missing assignments back to the original document for you to complete it. So that is one nice thing about when you're checking your grades on Schoology, is anything that I mark missing, you can then click on and go complete that. As far as missing assignments from weeks 1 and 2, I will accept late work for weeks 1 and 2 up till the due date for week 4. That means any missing assignments for weeks 1 and 2 are due on the 27th at 8 a.m. If you have any questions or need any support, please feel free to send me an email. I would be happy to arrange a meeting with you either in person or over Zoom, or to help you through email. Along with that, just once again, don't feel pressured that you have to do the test before you do any of these other assignments. You can work at your own pace and study throughout the week if that helps you to feel most comfortable with taking this test. Alrighty, those are all of our assignments. Once again, if you have any questions, send me an email and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.